Hello, my name is Dan Dodds. I'm the principal attorney at the Dodds Law Firm in Surprise, Arizona. One of the things about bankruptcy that is kind of unique, documents are important in all forms of litigation, but documentation in bankruptcy is a very large part of the process, and one that you want to not wait till the last minute to pull those documents together. So I'd like to identify the four areas, and I'll just briefly discuss the kinds of documents you should begin to gather. So first, let's talk about your income. You want to have available to give to your attorney 6 months of both of your spouse's paycheck stubs, regardless of whether the wife's filing bankruptcy or not, and it's just the husband. They're going to look at the total combined income because they know that in a community property state, 50% of everything she makes is yours and vice versa is his. So we need to have those paycheck stubs for 6 months, not including the month you're going to file. So this video is being shot on September 20th of 2022. I wouldn't even bring in this month. I have to have 6 months from the month preceding the month you filed in. So I would be August back 6 months. So gather those documents. Second, include all sources of income. If you got a second job, if someone routinely pays you $100 a week to put the trash cans out, I don't know what it could be, but if it's a source of income that's predictable, you need to be telling us what it is, who you're getting it from, how much it was. We need 3 years of your state and federal tax returns. The trustee's going to want them, so we might as well get them. If you haven't filed state and federal tax returns, then get in the process of having your accountant or H&R Block or whoever you use to get those things filed, because they're not going to give you bankruptcy protection until you get those recorded and back into the IRS or the state or whoever it needs to be done. And you need to bring copies of your most recent bank statements so that when the trustee wants us to verify whether these amounts are correct, we have documents that demonstrate that that was what your spending history and your deposit history was. Number 2, debts. Please gather your most recent, not 6 months worth, but your most recent billing statement from all your creditors. Credit cards, your electricity provider, whatever it is that your creditor is, that they send you a billing statement. We need to have a copy of that. Any divorce decree or court orders requiring you to pay child or spousal support, we need a copy of that decree or those orders, so that when we show that that's a necessary expense, if it's under court order, they treat it one way, and if it's just out of the generosity of your heart, they do it a different way. So gather those important legal documents. If you've received any kind of judgment from a court that they've entered against you as a debtor, please provide a copy of that judgment. Copies of all pending litigation. So if someone's filed a complaint on one of the justice courts or the Superior Court alleging you owe them money on a Discover card, bring and gather the complaints that have been filed. Any documents that you may possess that you owe money to others, even informal things such as IOUs or a promissory note written on the back of a napkin, we need copies of all of those documents. And also, we need any documents that may exist of what other people may owe you that you have yet to collect on. And if you don't have a document that verifies that, at least have a list of the names and about how much money you think those folks owe you. Number 3, property. Both real property, which is land, houses, those kinds of things, and personal property. Your furniture, your dresses, your tools, those kinds of things. If you have any real estate that you own, bring a copy of the deed for those properties. Copies of your most recent insurance policy, including home and automobile or vehicle insurance if you have travel trailers or boats or things like that. Copies of all your vehicle registrations, or if you have them paid off and you have the title, bring a copy of the title. And a general list, it doesn't have to be, I have 3 toothbrushes and 4 home combs for my hair. No, but break it into reasonable blocks of how much furniture, how many jewelry, so that we know what your personal property is and what you estimate that those are worth. The last one is your form of identity. The court, we have to give documents to the court that will prove you are who you say you are. So the 2 things they're going to look for is a color copy of your driver's license for both spouses and a color copy of your Social Security card or other proof of your Social Security number. For instance, like a copy of your state or federal income tax would have your actual Social Security number on it. So most people, they'll bring us a color copy of their driver's license and their Social Security card, or else they'll bring it into the office and they forgot to get those, so we'll make them here. But anything you can gather there really helps your attorney put together a bankruptcy petition, which could be anywhere from 70 to 90 pages long. You want it to be bulletproof. You want it to show that you have attended to your knitting and everything has been properly identified and categorized for that trustee. They can be your best friend or your worst nightmare. And I like it when those trustees are our best friends. Well, thank you for your time to listen to this. I hope this has been important information that will help you be proactive in your journey towards regaining your financial security. I would also say, if you got any other questions, visit the Dodds Law Firm Video Vault on our website. We have a number of other videos. We usually post 2 to 3 a week on different topics. So feel free to come and visit the website. And then if you don't see what the answers that you needed, set a consult. Come on in, let's talk about your questions and what and how bankruptcy might be a very viable alternative, particularly as we enter into this newest recession, to protect your financial integrity before it's destroyed. It always takes longer when you're beaten down to the floor to get that credit score back up than if you get halfway down and say, look, I'm not stupid. I know where this is going. I'm going to stop it here, and then you can regain your financial strength much quicker. All righty. Well, thank you for spending some time with me, and I hope you're having a great day.